Hello everybody and welcome to a new video and welcome to me looking at maps. Now, we are looking at a New York map because in one of the last videos in this series of me just looking through maps, or just one of the videos where I look through maps. So maybe I should go look at a New York map. Now, it's an unknown version that it runs in. Sure, thank you. And I'm already pissed because of the video that I decided you're actually gonna see, because I talked through it and tried to rationalize it to people. So this was also double foldered in the save, so I had to go and just move it over again. And I think I'm gonna check that more often, because I mean, that's probably why a lot of the maps that I've done in the past, and I have maps on my home screen here still on my computer, like my desktop. Folders, map folders with the data still in it. That, you know, it's like, why aren't these working? I'm gonna double check all of them another time. So yeah, an unknown version created by someone who's full of himself. That might not be the gimmick that I'm trying to pose as, but you know what? Let's just get through this. So this is apparently, I don't know what it is. It's New York. What do you want from me? But it's created by Creation Master. So, a guy that's full of himself, that's not actually doing a gimmick like I do on here with Big Eagle Gaming, and then hype myself up all the time. Or just get angry and smash more glass panels on my desk. Let's get into it before I make a fool of myself. Anyway, so, yeah. I just found this because I was going to do the parkour thing, and I was like, nah, I don't want to. I'd rather not get an eviction notice on the. Here, because I love this place a little bit too much. Well, yes and no. I mean, I've gotten bored here again, but you know. Now I'm going to be here to stay for a lot longer than the other ones, so hopefully. Which my record in one place is 2 years, so not counting my original home. Oh, wow. Right off the bat, the inventory is not cleared. So we are starting. I forgot that even Gotham City almost killed my computer. Never mind New York, which is a lot bigger, because technically Gotham took place in a very small part of New York. It's like the shitty part of town, isn't it? Where that took place. Like the TV show and such. Oh my goodness. Okay, and you gave me you have my the fucking inventory full of crap, probably for making that sign and everything else. Okay, what else do you have in an egg? Fuck off. All right, I know how to play a game. Stop it. All right, well, so this is a new version, because you have the new towers here. It's fitting that you start me also in this area. I just saw the fucking map that we're on. We're in a super flat world again. Fuck off. You literally could have done anything. And this is not even the edge of the city, technically. I don't think. I don't remember. I think there's quite a few more buildings stacked into here, and then the water over there. Oh, I'm gonna scream. This is built in creative. You could have at least, again, it's not hard to use a terrain generator mod, like a terraforming mod or anything. Every building is empty, right? Hold on. Game mode, spectator, and I'm willing to bet it's not supposed to be in this. You didn't specify. Either it's unfinished, or people are just lazy, even though they were strong enough to build this. This is the Empire State Building, right? Or is this one? Yeah, no. This is a different one of the other buildings, probably. Wow. Look, here's the end again. So either you didn't finish it and you uploaded it. Oh wow, there's a little bit inside the one of the fucking Freedom Towers. Anyway. And it looks like you did plot out a lot of bullshit. Like, and then you just uploaded it without finishing it, without even putting floors in a lot of these buildings. Look. It's complete crap. Why? I hate looking for maps. This was a high reviewed map too. Why? I would never post this. This is embarrassing that you didn't finish it. I mean, it's cool that only, wow, not even lit up, so the mobs are spawning. Which I didn't change any of those settings because I was like, oh, I don't need to. It'll be adequately lit up or whatever. It's nighttime. There's... See, the problem is you couldn't even build the underground in a super flat world. Look, you tried. You're like, oh, let's build a staircase that goes nowhere because you decided to build it in a super flat. You did build you have to build down to do this. This is like the lowest part of the actual map. That's at least a little bit of a decent in size. Which isn't that the bathtub? Or is the bathtub this thing over here? These holes over here in the... I've never been to New York. Yeah, where all these things are. Because they were right next to each other, right? And now they're kind of... I'm surprised they had room. Anyway. Yay! And the computer is going nuts for something as small as this. It's because of all the fucking blocks. If you're gonna kill my computer, kill my computer. Don't just piss around with like half-finished maps. Jesus Christ. I would love to, I would love to actually get maps from... See, you finished that tower. You finished this technically. Kind of. Again. This was supposed to be an elevator shaft, right? Sure. I don't think that would be... I don't know how safe that is, but anyway. But... You know... The fucking... Going back to the fucking Gotham City map, which is the best map I've looked at so far as doing this. So you have floors in this, but nothing on the floors, except for maybe some mobs somewhere. And... weird holes in the floor where creepers have probably blown up because, well, you had a skeleton or I don't know how that all works. You had another thing kind of mapped out here, it looks like, and didn't. So this is where the fences came from, and then you had the fucking flag from this, I think, Capitol building. Or something. The wool from that. Glass from somewhere. Probably one of these buildings too. Or all these buildings. Wow. Oh, I'm enjoying this. I would love to actually have you guys send me maps. Keep in mind, not even close. Not even a floor in this one. Most of them don't have a decent flooring in here. You could have built the subway system if you were in an actual world. Like, okay. Oh, there is a something. What is this? Oh, it's whatever's under the yeah, sure. Not that you can do very much, like I said, with what's the okay. Not that you can do very much with a super flat world again. But I want to get people to send me maps. But keep in mind, make them good. Don't make. I'll judge harshly. Maybe I wish I had. Wow, the church is finished. Out of all the things, it's whatever this church thing is. Doesn't look like a church. Well, kind of, with the steeple there. An iron golem and a lot of villagers. I'll admit you made an attempt. You made a lousy attempt, but you made an attempt. Whoever made this map. So, not that I'm... Okay, I'm better at judging maps than I am building maps. So, also keep that in mind. But, yeah, I at least know that this isn't decent. And keep in mind also, if you didn't know... And I mean, this is public record now, but it was secret for so many years. If you go to, like, the Stories of the Underground show, or whatever that show was, that it used to be on Discovery Channel. There's, like, in Minecraft measurements, in, like, several hundred blocks down would be in, the equivalent of in real life. Or several thousand, or several hundreds of thousands of blocks down. But you have to probably cut it a little bit short, which is fine. I mean, they did that in the Gotham City map, where at least they made they did throw it closer together, but at least everything was still there and the references were still there. But a long ways down under the city, there's a big, vast tunnel system with a lot of other stuff down there, other situations that, you know. But I want to, something I would like one of you to do. I mean, everyone else can make, or you can send multiple maps. I would love one of you to make me a real New York, like the whole island of New York, the Bronx. Let me pull up let me go to, let me get out of my Minecraft because my computer's about to explode again. Let me go to, first of all, let me go to this, even though I don't want people to look at me this close right now, but whatever. That purple hair does not show up at all on camera. Great! Anyway, whatever. I paid over $100 for my hair to be colored in it. It's a little bit of a tinge on camera. Anyway, fuck it. We go to go to Google Maps. I'm not just talking about a little part of New York. I want to see in a terrain more accurate than all these flatland worlds. Everything that I would like people to build, and just tweet at me, and my Twitter's down below. New Glasgow, whatever, fine. That's not even in the whole entire New York tri-state area, like this whole area. I don't care if you cut it off right here, like before Philadelphia. Like, I want to see a New London, whatever. I just want to see New York, Bridgington, Norwalk area, Stamford, Edison, like Long Island, Riverhead, Montauk, with the lighthouses. I want to see this white part of this map with all the buildings factory accurate, like with Queens, Manhattan, Brooklyn, going deeper, maybe into a little bit of Morrison. I don't know. Be creative with it. The Great South Bay, like Bayshore, and add detail. Don't and not just in the buildings. Let's say if you go to one of the beaches in New York, or even in any of your other maps. I forgot that I can't move with that. The keyboard. Any of these beaches, put lifeguard towers, have either villagers, in this case, or, roaming the beaches, roaming roaming throughout the whole entire area. I don't care if my computer blows up from, like, the entity crisis, and also keep it on peaceful. But, so that maybe a lot of them won't survive. I want to review these maps. But if you're going to do it, add detail, fuck up my computer, absolutely, like, blow the shit up with, like, all of it. If you're gonna do something for me, absolutely destroy my computer. I don't care. As long as I see, like, actual creativity. Add people, add lifeguard stands, add, like, even wool sharks in the water. I know that there's not real sharks in Minecraft yet. Hopefully they will do that, or they'll add sharks soon if they add dolphins, and whales and stuff. I want to see Niagara Falls. The whole entire Niagara Falls, wherever that is, right? Somewhere over here. Wherever that is. I want to see different places like that. And send them to me. If you make anything, like, make Florida, or make certain sections of Florida. Make bits of Orlando, to, like, different tourist destinations, and send them to me. I would love to see all you guys as, like, Los Angeles. And I want full. If you're gonna make a city, don't do a half-ass city like we just saw in the world that we just saw. Like, make the full city. Destroy my computer. We saw with Gotham that anything can be done. Add texture packs. I don't care if there's, like, but also make it so that it automatically adds it when I move it into a thing. And make sure that you write the version down when it requests it in, like, the title screen, so that I can load into the proper version, so that things don't get broken on your map, so that I can experience the whole thing, and I get to promote you guys. You get to be map creators. You make money from creating maps, by the way. You get more maps, or you get more from sending them to me to click, to get people to click on them, or because people will actually use them as part of their worlds then, or like add, you can add different sections to their own worlds. Like they can somehow take the certain area of of the Minecraft world and add it to their world. I don't know how to do that. I'm just here to like show off your work. People are a lot smarter. Like I say, it took so long for me to figure out how to add it to add anything to a file, a Minecraft save file. And please don't double file it. Like okay, by double filing, oh, I kind of deleted the thing and added a. What I mean by double filing it is that they put the file within the file that has all like the dimensions, the blah blah blah, all that information, the resource pack, the whatever it was asking for. So, oh, is it Santa Fe? What is that show? I forgot what that show was. No, I don't think it would have been Santa Fe. It was somewhere in California. What is that show? I don't know. There's a certain show that I would love to see a map recreation of. It's somewhere. It's something Santa in California. I don't remember what it was though. Santa Barbara. Hold on. I think it was Santa Barbara, wasn't it? I would do it on here quickly. Shut up. TV shows that took place in Santa Barbara, California. Not today. I don't care. How to keep it up with the kids. Fuck, I don't care. Crime Detective Agency. What's it called? Oh, Psych, I think. Yeah, I think it was called Psych. I would like to see a recreation of the Santa Barbara from Psych. I think it was Psych. Hold on. Greasy, search. Yeah, Psych, with the 8 seasons. I would like to see a recreation of that, not just Santa Barbara, because I know Santa Barbara is another smaller tourist destination. There's so many tourist destinations. There's Mexico. Would love to see a recreation of that. I don't know how well that would do with the mafia and stuff. I'm sure. Maybe different places in the hellhole that is Canada, because I know there's a lot of great places like Banff and Kamloops, where I think was it Kamloops where the Peacekeeper was filmed. There's so many nice places all across Canada. Not that Canada's a decent place. New York, Montreal, maybe Quebec City. The Laurentian Mountains are over here somewhere. I would love to see maps of all these. There's also different places in Ireland, Britain. I get that also, there's a world map being made in Minecraft, and it's going to take several thousand years, it seems like, and that you also have to pay to get into the server or whatever, which will suck because it'll be a server, and of course everybody will be on it. But also maybe hopefully everybody will be nice. But I don't know. And it's only a server because I mean there's thousands of people building it. Japan will be nice to see in a. There's I don't know if there's anything nice really anywhere else. Germany. Now, that's a touchy subject because for certain reasons. Because me personally, I would like to, without all the Nazi symbols and Hitler symbols and whatever else, I would like to see the old-fashioned Germany without all the Nazi propaganda and the newer version that is now. But that's like different aspects of Germany. I'm not saying build the whole country because I mean that will be hell unless you really want to. I'm totally okay with that. Of any of these places, I'm totally okay with that. But I mean, I won't get to everywhere if you build like the whole country or the whole state or the whole province or the whole like I don't know. Like if you're gonna a smaller place like Iceland. Well, even that's not small enough. Maybe Ireland might be smaller to build. Maybe not. Like it's up to you, but I mean, I'm not gonna get to everywhere unless you build each individual like nice place to go. A lot of places here is not very nice, except for like London, Birmingham. Yeah. But in any case, there's so many nice places to look at and be at. There's like Halifax, which is a beautiful place. I've been to that's St. John's, which I would like to see. Hopefully too. Anywhere that's really a nice tourist. Now keep in mind, basically Halifax, or Halifax being just the capital city here somewhere. Yeah. There's a lot of buildings all over the place, so it's gonna be very hard to find a cutoff for like where to do it. But also don't forget to add like historical references and references in general. Like New York, I mean it's history. I'm not if I'm gonna get in trouble, if we're gonna get in trouble for like you writing a sign saying certain things around the bathtub area, or that's what they called it, by the way, in the bathtub where the fountains are now and where they were doing all that construction. And if we're gonna get in trouble for adding references, and some people need fucking help. But I like add references, add signs, add like and if you're gonna do modded, go right ahead. I don't care. Like I know I've seen a picture of the mangled in New York's case. I've seen a picture of a mangled fire truck. You can easily take a fire truck mod and texture over the fire truck to be a mangled fire truck from, well, whatever happened in 2001. But things like that, add references, add detail. I mean, the beaches need love too. There's stuff in the water. There's buoys. There's the line so that you don't cross out way too far. There's lifeguard towers on the beaches. There's stuff like that. Like, I would love to see that stuff, but and then be able to spectate through. So hopefully you make it in a world that's recent that they can actually spectate through and actually not have to figure out how to spell everything. Just be able to click on the commands as I push one button on the keyboard. Like Washington. being able to see the White House, the Parliament buildings, like stuff like that, and then add like references. Like you could, I don't care if you add like, oh, in 2020, January 6th, you know, what happened there, for example. Like don't be afraid. When you go into the White House, add references there. I mean, you could. There's pictures of every artifact in every room, and you everything gets uploaded to the internet, especially with a certain president who just kind of spoiled all of the secrets. There's Las Vegas, which is a great tourist place. Unfortunately. I forget where Patty Mayo, the, not detective. Well, he used to be on the sheriff's department. I forget where he lives now, or where he does his work. You can add references from the show there. I don't mind. I love watching Patty Mayo and watching those criminals get beaten up, or not beaten up, but you know, brought to justice. I guess there's the Dominican Republic that you can add so many. I don't care if it's offensive either. Like the references going to like, oh, they're gonna braid your hair in this case, and then ask for money or whatever. I don't care. I don't like if you're gonna add like references that actually happened, and don't be afraid to like do references that are a little bit more like on the nose either. Like the hurricanes, you could do when you do this area or anywhere in this area, you can add references from each state and town, or each town that you do. But with the hurricanes, you could do the forest fires in here or in here, or there's a lot of them in Manitoba that happens. There's a lot in Ontario. I mean, you know, if there's a lot of stuff that you can do. There's if you do places in the Yukon, if you guys want to do Yukon, there's like the gold rush references that you can do. I know a little bit about it. It's been a while since I watched the show. If you go back to like historical times and you do things like different places and towns in history a long time ago, that would be cool to see. I love history. I love like here in Romania, there was where's the Tigris and the what's the other if you go back to like or even Rome, like Rome, like the old-fashioned Rome with the gladiators, with everything working in the Colosseum, stuff like that, I would love to see it. Like I said, there's this river Cyprus, and if you do like stuff from there, I don't remember where it is. The school was not the greatest to show you or tell you what was going on. The Tigris and the Cyprus or whatever, like old Mesopotamia stuff, you could send me. Just label it properly so that I know what I'm doing. You could do Egyptian stuff, like even from way back in history. I don't think this is the newer stuff is going to be very interesting here. Or you could going through Tutankhamun's tomb and send it to me. I would love to see all of that. I love that stuff. I was dabbling in all that. It was so much fun to me. And when you do these things, like with the Germany stuff and whatever else, Ukrainian bits and pieces. Oh, I would love if anyone could find the pictures of Alsace-Lorraine, the old Mennonite colony that used to be here. My family's from that. It's underwater now. You can do a version underwater if you want. I don't know if there's any ruins or anything underwater, wherever that is. It's called Alsace-Lorraine, I think. Is that old Mennonite colony. Can someone please recreate it? I have family who still live here, by the way. Which kind of sucks, but you know what, whatever. There's a lot of places that, I still have family living over here. Not that I've ever met them, which, you know, is sad, but whatever. There's an old Mennonite colony, and I forget. I literally went along a gravel road that was running alongside of it. I think it's in either here or in the Black Sea somewhere now. It's called Alsace-Lorraine. I would love someone to be able to recreate that as well. And if you go to like World War II, I'd love to like be able to go through like trenches and stuff in certain maps too. I mean, you guys don't have to. I mean, it'd be nice to see certain things. I don't. Whatever. I don't think there was. Oh, there was Nepal, Mount Rushmore that I would, or not Mount Rushmore. Fuck. Mount Everest that I would love to. And in the town below, and in the base camp, and you can add all that together. With the world height limit being infinite, I would love to see more Minecraft maps of that too. Wherever Everest is, I don't know where it is. Never been there. So things like that would be pretty cool to see. But also, please don't get me like on a watch list for like, you know, the person who runs this area, and then like this the lovely person who runs this area. Please don't send me anything from like North Korea or South Korea or Russia. Or is there anything in China besides like Chinese Disney World, whatever, wherever China is? I don't remember where China is. Really? Oh, China. Fuck. There's Chinese Disney World somewhere probably, right? Anyway. Maybe Shanghai would be nice to see. Definitely bits of Japan. Tokyo. There's so many places. And then just send it to, like I say, send it to my Twitter, send it to the, you know, Houston, beautiful place. The Kennedy Space Center, it's not about who it's named after. It's not, I want to see NASA in there. I want to see SpaceX. I want to see the SpaceX grounds. I don't know where it is. I'm a bad fan of if I don't know where SpaceX is, right? There's so many places that you could do. There's like Big Sky, Yellowstone, where all those murders took place, or that murder took place. Semi-recently, a couple of years ago now. I mean, there is where is it? There is a area here that they can't really nail you for, where the state laws are done, because it's between two states. It's too close to each other, so that it kind of cancels it. I think it's somewhere in here. Jackson, Wyoming, probably close to or something. I don't remember. It's been too long. So, I've been to down here. I would love to see Tombstone, Arizona, wherever that is. Like the Old West version, or even now maybe you could do it on the same map, because the Tombstone thing is very small. And then just type a sign out that says this is back in whatever time that was, and then This is present day. There is the Dancing with Wolves set. Not the actual set, because I know that I forgot where that was. I think that's somewhere in here. There's a lot of cool stuff in here. There's the that was Mount Rushmore. Yeah, there's Mount Rushmore. There's the movie Dancing with Wolves, but the little town that they set up. Actually, I have a rope. The last free rope. Well, they weren't even gonna sell. They weren't even selling the rope. I got to go out and use it, and apparently it wasn't free, which they should have said, oh, $10 or whatever for a rope. Anyway, the guy got mad. Don't care. But I would love to see a recreation of that. I don't know what that town is called anymore. That little tourist destination town, old west setup. There's a lot of cool things that you can do, like that you can make and set up and stuff. I don't know if anyone knows the Dancing with Wolves set, the tourist set, or even the Tombstone one. I'm surprised I remember the Dancing with Wolves name. There's so much that you guys can send me if you guys want. And if you want to do like old historical events, there's the Bering Land Bridge that was from over here to over here. There is other stuff. There's the old-fashioned Hudson's Bay stuff. You can even send me like what is it? The fort stuff in Winnipeg or wherever there's like the fur trade stuff. I mean, I love it all. And I hope a lot of people see this video so that I get a lot of content. I mean, it's gonna be a while until I see a lot of content, but there's like really old places too. I know there's Winnipegosis here. It's the Dauphin. Winnipegosis. This is Lake Winnipegosis, by the way. And this is Lake Winnipegosis, and of course the schools won't teach you that. I have family that live up here because of anyway. I have family that live up here because when they moved from where the problem is both sides of my family are from the same Mennonite colony. Not that I'm Mennonite anymore, so don't get the wrong. From Ukrainian or from Ukraine. So there might be some incest there, but it's too far down the line that there's no use in tracking it. Well, I mean, I'll probably end up tracking it when I do that. It seems really, really fun to see people's creations. It is fun when it's actually decent, like the Gotham City one. Or if you guys want to send me like the Metropolis from Superman, if you guys want to send me like the different things from different universes. I'm a nerd. I love it. If you guys want to send me D&D universes that you recreate in Minecraft, even from your own D&D games, for example, I would love to see that. I love seeing creativity in the community, and especially if my channel started on Minecraft. Or you guys can just send me mod packs and maps that you build, and I'm very open to everything. I would love to see Vancouver, Victoria, with the big massive trees that have been there for years, that are basically the size of this room, and from bark to bark on the trunk, because the trunks are basically the size of this room behind me. Like, they're massive. Which, I mean, I love, and when I watch Minecraft videos, like people doing their worlds and stuff, I love that they're creative enough to, and know how to make like custom trees. that actually look decent and good. Stuff like that. I mean, I would love to see. Or you can take it in your own direction. Make any creation you want, and I would love to see it. And just state what it is. Tell me what it is. Like, I know this is being cleaned up, but I mean, there's the big garbage island. If you guys want to do that, I mean, there's so much you can do with the world, or like the world map, the actual world in real life, or you can make up anything, and I would love to see it, and I'll record it and tell people to go download it. Put it in the link down below. And if it's an actual fan-made world or reference or whatever. Australia, bits of Australia would be cool to see. Regardless if it's a town or city, anything can be a town or city or just out in the wilderness. I would love to see what you guys can create to real life in the wilderness for this aspect. Like cactus, I don't know if there's cactus down here, but having spider, like the spiders, the whatever else animals that you have, even if it's made out of wool, even at least you are creative enough to make something out of wool or whatever. There's where's that Loch Ness Nessie, where Loch Ness where the Loch Ness monster is. Like things like that, even things obscure like that, I would love to see it because I know there's a lot of creativity. There's stuff to do with the Hudson's Bay, even seeing like pirate ships, Viking ships, even in the middle of just an ocean. Because you can do that on Minecraft. You can just say, I want to be plopped down in the middle of the water. I get that some of it will be done in creative, or some people might do it in survival. I don't mind. I don't care. If you guys want to show the background of you guys surviving it and building everything in survival for me, or even film it, I would love, and send me the links, the link to the playlist of you filming, you building it. On YouTube, or wherever you filmed it. Or if you live streamed it and posted it on YouTube, because you can't actually save a live stream on Twitch. But, I mean, I would love to see even the background of you building it. And I will even, like, I'll put the map, and also, and keep in mind, you have to do it in something, or some way that I can actually download it. Because I can technically download it on, and actually put a download button on Planet Minecraft. I can do it only. I can only unzip a file through, what was it again? I can only unzip files and extract files from certain things. I cannot, because I can't afford to buy the program to do them other weird, obscure things. So you also have to keep that in mind. Hey, do Santa Claus Land. I mean, I roast Santa Claus all the time, right? But this won't show me the North Pole. Do the North Pole with the old-fashioned, from the Santa Claus, where you have the big barber pole, and you have to click a few buttons or keypad or whatever, and tell me the key, or give me or have the key in my inventory or something. If you actually use a real key, or if you use a keypad where you have to type in a bunch of numbers, tell me the numbers. Make it Christmas themed, the numbers, maybe, I don't know. Or make a riddle, and then I have to figure it out. But I mean, for the sake of the video, please give it to me, so that maybe I can. If I can't get in, I'll be able to get in eventually if I can't figure out the riddle. And then make Santa Claus Land, or even do elf reference. Like, I mean, with Santa Claus, you can make references from every movie. I've almost seen all like the movies like that. I've seen Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Make the caves that the reindeer lived in, or do the visual cleanup detail version of it. I don't care. Of the main building. It doesn't matter. I want to see it all. I don't care if it's repeated. I don't care if multiple people make it. I'll show it all off. I enjoy it. The title will literally be the title of your map and the creator's name, and then of course I'll put all the links in the description, whether if it's the download of the map. If you send me the video, or the video series of you building it, because I would love to see like you talking through everything and like figuring it out what to do. I love all that, and I will definitely make time to watch them, either on video with everybody, and give you every bit of credit in the world. Please don't copyright strike it, because I'm giving you every single credit ever, and I don't make a lot of money from any of the videos anyway, and I will never make a lot of money on my videos, because well, it's about how many videos I have at this point on the channel, because my lovely channel is not doing happy. Whatever. Anyway, I'm not gonna redo my YouTube channel, because it's already been 6 years of it, and then I already wasted 2 years of that, so 6 or 7. Anyway, I forget how long it's been. Anyway, it's been a long time that I've been on around. So in any case, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I talked for most of that. I do apologize, but I just wanted to get that across, and I want to see whatever you create for me, or just in general, either references to me, or or just create in general and want to show off to me or whatever. I'm okay with it. I want to see D&D. I want to see anything. I don't care if it's just the map. Oh my god, that whole video was just me on camera. I didn't even show the screen. God damn it. Well, anyway, you guys get the gist of it, I guess. I want to see everything that you guys have to offer on Minecraft, or even if it's not Minecraft, even if you make a game for me, I want to see it. I want to play it. I want to, even if it's like referencing everything that I do on my in my career here on the internet, or if it's just a game that you made that you want me to check out. I'm okay with it. I love to see the creativity of the community, and you can send it on. Also, you can send it on Reddit, I guess, because I have a subreddit now. Well, it's been a little while now. It's not being used, so use it, please. I wanna also do like memes and stuff off of there, so please make it. Well, not memes, but I mean, please show me what you make as well. If you also want to send me what you also make on there, and I can show it off and give you credit, because it makes life easier. I don't care. All the links are down below. There's the fan mailing address, there's the fan email, there's the fan everything down there. So the subreddit, the adult channel, Twitter, Twitch. I don't know if Facebook's down there. There's a lot of things down below too. So go check it out. Go my minions. Go create real content, because we're lacking it on social medias in general, not just YouTube, not just TikTok, not just Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, whatever. I create my minions. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.